Call to order this meeting of the Pasadena Independent School District Board of Trustees in regular session on Tuesday, May 28th, 2024, in the boardroom of the Administration Building, 3920 Mickey Gilley Boulevard, Pasadena, Texas, at 5:30 p.m. Board members present: Mr. Marshall Kendrick, Ms. Vicki Morgan, Ms. Nelda Sullivan, Ms. Crystal Davila, Mr. Kenny Fernandez, Ms. Paola Gonzalez, and me, Casey Phelan. There are no board members absent. Let the record indicate that the quorum of board members is present, that this meeting is duly called, and that notice of this meeting was posted in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act, Texas Government Code, Chapter 551. The invocation this evening will be given by Mr. Kendrick, and the pledges by Ms. Morgan.
Pray with me. Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you for a successful year. We thank you for this great district and its leadership and all the people that are involved, from those that clean our floors, to those that feed them, to those that maintain our buildings, and, of course, those that are in the trenches every day. You've blessed us very well, and we thank you for that. We thank you for a safe year. We also thank you for just the pure leadership and the support of our community. We thank you for the clearing of weather tonight, and pray that in the summer people will get their rest, and that you'll bless the rest of the school year here as people work to finalize and get ready for next year. And may you just bless us in a special way. In your name we ask it. Amen.
Amen. You'll join me in the pledge to the American flag first. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now the Texas flag. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
There are no public comments related to policy BED local. We will adjourn to closed session pursuant to Texas Government Code Section 551.074 for the purpose of considering the appointment, employment, evaluation, reassignment, duties, discipline, or dismissal of a public officer or employee, or to hear complaints of charges against a public officer or employee unless the individual who is the subject of the deliberation or hearing requests a public hearing concerning matters related to the superintendent's recommendations to hire administrative personnel, and or the superintendent's recommendations related to renewals, non-renewals, and terminations of contract for professional personnel, 551.071 and 551.074, for the purpose of considering the evaluation of the superintendent and any amendment to the superintendent's contract and related actions, 551.071, to consult with district attorneys concerning matters on which attorneys' duties to the district under the Code of Professional Responsibility clearly conflicts with the Texas Open Meetings Act, to seek the advice of its attorneys about pending or contemplating litigation or a settlement offer, and or consider legal advice regarding items specifically listed on the agenda. 551.072, for the purpose of discussing the purchase, exchange, lease, or value of real property. 551.076, for the purpose of discussing security devices or security audits, or to deliberate the deployment or specific occasions for implementation of security devices or a security audit. We will reconvene in open session. We're going to reconvene in open session at 7:05 p.m. Special recognition.
Well, board members, we're excited tonight. We've got quite a bit of special recognition. We're going to kick this off with Tanya Hagar, our Executive Director of Career and Technical Education, who will come and recognize outstanding students who advanced to national competition in their career and technical student organizations. Good evening.
Good evening, Dr. Powell. It is an honor to be here to recognize individuals who, under the guidance of their dedicated advisors, have advanced to a national or international competition. Excuse me. As you know, CTE organizations are part of the educational process. They help build leadership skills, and they allow these students to network with professionals. This year we had 62 students advance to a national or international competition, of whom are with us here tonight. So the first group I would like to recognize is the District First Robotics Team. This group of 28 students, comprised of members from Dobie High School, Lewis Career Technical High School, Pasadena High School, and Pasadena Memorial High School. So Graduating. Here we go. Ferris. Oscar Diaz.
Congratulations.
Eduardo Hernandez.
Congratulations. So proud of you.
Good job, man.
Hernandez.
Way to go.
Carolyn Jaime.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Marco Juarez. Ben Lynn.
Congratulations. Hold on just a second.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Congratulations.
And Malcolm Sherwood.
Good job. Malcolm, great job, buddy.
Foster.
Congratulations.
Beth Peterson and Mr. David Scarcella.
Congratulations. Sorry. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Hey, yes, sir. Thank you.
Slow it
3
down.
seconds.
We're old up here. We got to slow it down.
So if there are any family members of these students present, please stand to be recognized. We know this takes a group effort. Congratulations, students. You can make your way to the lobby right now for a picture. So the next group, and I will slow down.
Just have them check their certificate because
Yeah.
I'm not sure I had time on your timetable. Check their certificate.
I told them
That was the fastest certificate given I've ever seen in my life.
Next year, you get to help us with graduations.
I will. No, we will get them across the stage in a hurry. Dr. Lopez told me I had this long.
Ouch.
All right, so the next group I would like to recognize is the archery team from Pasadena Memorial High School. These students advanced to compete in Salt Lake City, Utah at the National Archery in Schools Western Finals. This talented group continued the winning tradition of this very successful program that's created quite a dynasty, as this was their 5th year in a row to advance to nationals. So their team consists of Sophia Amaya, Leslie Braden,
Good job. Congratulations. Congratulations. So proud of you. Congratulations.
William Roxbury,
So proud of you.
David Mose,
Congratulations.
Genesis
Awesome.
Navarro,
Congratulations.
Anthony Wynn,
Jennifer, congratulations. Congratulations.
Sodana Own, Sodana Own, Ina Murata, Jacob Resendez,
Congratulations.
Magali Reyna,
Congratulations.
Kevin Rodriguez,
Congratulations.
Ethan Tyro, and Carter Wright. And Mr. Sonny Mills.
Way to go. Once again.
Congratulations.
Good job.
Well done. Well done.
Next, from the Lewis Career Technical High School, we have Josue Hernandez.
Except for
Jose
archery.
is the state champion in Skills USA Carpentry and will be traveling to Atlanta, Georgia at the end of June to compete against the best.
Parents for these kids? Are we doing parents for archery?
Yeah.
Archery
Sorry,
kids.
I was gonna keep going.
Congratulations.
His advisor is Mr. Lupi Garza. So yes, parents of archery students stand to be recognized as well. I know it's lots of hours of
Hands, sorry. Congratulations. Good to see you.
Who is this guy? Security?
Congratulations, Jose.
Yay.
High school also had 4 future educators advance to national competition, and that will be held in Washington, D.C. at the end of June. So congratulations to Emily Gatica and Fatima Armanis who advanced to International Bulletin Board.
Congratulations.
Also, Erica Lopez and again Fatima Armanis advanced in teacher creative materials.
Congratulations.
And Emily Hernandez advanced in
Great job.
interactive bulletin board.
Very proud of you.
Miss Jennifer Martin and Miss Danette Thomas.
Proud of you.
So again, we know it takes the entire family to make this happen. So if there are any family members present for these students, please stand at this time to be recognized. I would also like to thank our high school principals and our CTE assistant principals for their commitment and support of our career and technical education programs. And board members and Dr. Powell, thank you all so much. None of this could happen without your support, so we truly appreciate all that you do for CTE.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We're always excited to see our students and how great they do at national competitions. It's always exciting to see their achievements. Right now, we'd like to recognize an awesome teacher. We'd like to recognize one of our rock star teachers, Lauren Paulos. In March, Lauren was named as one, you can cheer for Lauren. She was one of Texas' 3 finalists. She was a finalist for the 2024 PAEMST Award for Elementary Mathematics. So I'm going to have Janet Nuzzi, Selena Contreras, Cindy Garcia, and Sandra Cano, some other rock stars, come up, District Mathematics Specialist and Coordinator. And they're going to help us recognize Lauren for this major award. So take it away.
All right, well, good evening, and thank you, Dr. Powell and board members, for allowing us the opportunity to recognize and celebrate Lauren Paulos for this wonderful accomplishment. Go ahead. So the Presidential Awards for Excellence in Mathematics and Science Teaching, PAINTS, was established by Congress in 1983, and the award is the highest honor bestowed by the United States government specifically for K-12 mathematics and science teaching. The award recognizes those teachers who develop and implement a high-quality instructional program that is informed by content knowledge and enhances student learning. Lauren is a graduate of Pasadena ISD, and she attended Stutchberry Elementary as a student, and she also began her teaching career at Stutchberry Elementary in 2017, where she served as a Title I paraprofessional before serving as a first grade teacher and now a
I
fourth
can
grade
still
teacher.
announce.
Yes.
She's accumulated numerous hours of professional development and has served in numerous leadership roles, including being a student teacher mentor, a new teacher mentor, a team leader, a member of our Emerging Teacher Leaders in Mathematics Education Academy, the Aspiring Campus Coach Academy, and Ms. Paulos has shared her expertise with other educators through presentations within our district at our campus, for our district, and also at state, national, and regional conferences. So Lauren embodies the passion that we have in Pasadena ISD to develop our young students as mathematicians and ensure their growth in mathematics. And she clearly utilizes that passion to purposefully serve our students on a daily basis. Please join us in celebrating Lauren Paulos for her recognition as a Texas 2024 PAINTS finalist.
really is.
Congratulations. And now we're going to bring up Mr. and Mrs. Kelly, and they are going to recognize each of our academic All-State and All-American swimmers. So Robert Kelly will take it away, and I know Darla will, well, maybe Darla will take it away. We know who runs this program. We'll see. All right.
He's 46 years this year.
There you go. Oh, awesome. Wow. That's amazing.
Dr. Powell, board members, thank you for honoring us tonight. We'd like to introduce to some swimmers who have achieved the highest level you can at the state level or a national level. Oh, sorry.
You have to really talk on it.
Being named to various All-State and All-American teams. We're going to start out right now with Pasadena High School. Got a good crew here. First off, Alexa Montanez, senior, academic All-State by the Texas High School Coaches Association, Texas Girls Coaches Association, and Texas Interscholastic Swimming Coaches Association. Let's do it this way then. An academic All-American by the National Interscholastic Swimming Coaches Association and the National High School Coaches Association. Next, J.O. Medrano, a senior, academic All-State, Texas High School Coaches Association, Texas High School Coaches, and academic All-American by the National Swimming Coaches Association and National High School Coaches Association.
Great job.
Third, Alan Ramirez, senior, academic All-State, Texas High School Coaches and Texas Swimming Coaches Association, and academic All-American, National Swimming Coaches Association, National High School Coaches Association. That it? Okay. The next one, some of y'all will recognize, it's a little person to our heart. Her mother was up here 20 years ago receiving similar awards. Kirsten Redstadt, a freshman who was named to the Academic All-American team by the National High School Coaches Association.
Congratulations.
Abiel Garcia, Jr., Academic All-State team by the Texas Interscholastic Swimming Coaches Association. Yes. South Houston High School, Senior, Navia Karunaratne, Academic All-State, Texas High School Coaches Association, Texas Girls Coaches, Texas Swimming Coaches, and Academic All-American, National Swimming Coaches Association, National High School Coaches Association. J. Frank Doby. Texas High School Coaches, Texas Girls Coaches, Texas Swimming Coaches, and Academic All-American from the National Interscholastic Swimming Coach Association, National High School Coaches. We'd also like to recognize Mahila Luna, a junior. She could not be here tonight. She was Academic All-State from the Texas Swimming Coaches Association. Sam Rayburn High School. Haley Downs, junior, Academic All-State, Swimming Coach Association. Also, Dariana Rodriguez and Zachariah Flores could not be here tonight. They had previous commitments, but I did want to mention them. Going on to Pasadena Memorial. First off, Christina Guzman, Jr., Academic All-State. Carla Diaz, Academic All-State, Texas Swimming Coaches Association. Mia Gomez, Academic All-State, Texas Interscholastic Swimming Coaches Association. Levi Del Angel, Academic All-State, TISCA Swimming Coach Association. And this last young lady was a 46 student this year from Italy. She leaves to go back to Italy tomorrow. And she was on the team actually 2 days, and she entered the district meet and won 3 gold medals in the junior varsity division. Academic All-State by the Texas Swimming Coach Association, Elena Gilali. Gilali, I'm sorry, I have trouble with Italian.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Dr. Powell, board, we'd like to thank everybody, and we'd like to thank all the administrators that showed up tonight.
Yeah, safe travels.
To support our swimmers and parents. If there's any parents or grandparents of any of these fine swimmers, could you please stand up and be recognized?
Yes, ma'am.
Who are you again?
What?
Who are you again?
You should know.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well done. Always, yes, sir.
Go get your picture.
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. All right. Good job. And last but not least, board members, we're going to have Gabriel Flores, our Assistant Director of Fine Arts, come up, who will recognize students who have been amazingly successful in our visual and theater arts. So take it away, sir.
Good evening, Dr. Powell and Board of Trustees. Thank you for allowing me to be here to highlight a few of our students and programs who recently excelled and represented our district proudly. These talented individuals continue to prove that fine arts education is crucial for improving a student's academic performance, social development, and community involvement. First up, we have some young and talented artists I'd like to recognize. This year, 92 of our K-5 students participated in the Texas Elementary Art Meet, or TEAM, in which their work is judged by qualified jurors who look for exemplary artwork based on an extensive rubric. The top 10% of pieces in the state are awarded the Top of Team medal, and our district received 7 Top of Team awards. From Morales Elementary, Catherine Martinez and Zayne Mendez. From Genoa Elementary, Christopher Torres. From Gardens Elementary, Pablo Huerta.
Congratulations. This is for you. This is for
From Jensen Elementary, Isabella Quijano.
Nice job. Good job, young man. Love it.
From Roberts Middle School, Barbara Bermudez. And Alina Robinson.
Congratulations.
And be recognized for your continued support of your students. Parents and family, please thank you.
Love it, love it, love it. Both of y'all.
I'd also like to recognize our high school theater arts programs and students who were recently awarded alongside the most distinguished performing arts schools in Houston. It was truly an honor to watch our students from Pasadena Memorial take the stage and perform for the audience at this year's Tommy Tune Awards. Our award winners were as follows. For Outstanding Ensemble and Music Direction from South Houston High School, Miss Janet Sharpley and Mr. Blaine Cohen.
Congratulations, proud of you.
And our finalist students, all from Pasadena Memorial, are Jaden Rangel for Outstanding Lead. Caitlin Green for Outstanding Stage Management. And Yair Rivera for Outstanding Honorable Mention.
Yes.
Our award winners this year from Pasadena Memorial are Nina Lee for Outstanding Supporting Lead. And although she couldn't be here tonight, I would also like to recognize our theater director at Memorial, Miss Natalie Domer. She was awarded Outstanding Director. She's conducting research at the Hobby Center tonight, so her husband got her tickets, so she cannot be here with us. Parents and family of these students, please stand and be recognized for your continued support for these students. As always, we'd like to thank each of you, Dr. Powell and board members, for the continued support of our fine arts programs. Because of you, we're able to represent our district at the local, regional, and national level and prove that our amazing students can achieve their creative and expressive potential at Pasadena ISD. Thank you.
Thank you.
Had a great year, and we could stay here all night celebrating, but since for the sake of time, we're going to move on. But we're very proud of our staff and all of our students for the 23-24 school year. It's been a lot to celebrate. That's most definitely the case this school year.
Move on to the consent agenda.
Move that we approve the consent agenda.
Motion by Ms. Morgan, second by Ms. Sullivan. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Consideration possible approval of administrative personnel.
Mr. President, I move that we approve administrative personnel addenda pages A through H.
Second.
I'm sorry, A through I, I think. Maybe
Still second.
No, H.
Motion by Ms.
Second.
Morgan. Was it second by Mr. Fernandez?
3 times.
Any discussion?
Vote.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Go ahead, Ms. Morgan.
It is my honor to be able to introduce these administrators this evening. Letitia Diaz. Letitia, stand so we can recognize you. Hello. Letitia has been named Special Education Counselor at Pasadena High School. And did you bring family and friends with you?
Yes, thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Daniel Fitzmaurice, and he's been named Athletic Coordinator at Dobie High School. Congratulations, Daniel. Where is he? Okay, Daniel, where are you? Oh, there, first row, of course.
I brought my wife,
Good.
Jessica, my daughter Ella.
Very good. Congratulations.
So humbled and honored. Thank you to the board. Thank you to the memorial.
Go Horns. Nice.
I just want to say, being a Longhorn, playing football, growing up in that community, you're exactly what we need in that community. You know, you started in that community. You played Little League football there. You went and, as Little League football players, we want to go to the next level, which is playing for Dobie. Then we want to go to the next level, college, which you did, and then the next level, pro. You know, or in this case, semi-pro, I believe. And then what do? Well, you're finding your dream job, and I'm glad that you have this opportunity. I'm glad that you've had the leadership that you've had, and just do great things over there. We look forward to it.
person that I'm going to introduce this evening is not here unless she's snuck in. This is Samantha Perez. Her car broke down on the way here.
man.
So when you see her, give her an extra hug and tell her how proud of her you are. She is now licensed specialist in school psychology for Special Education Department. We welcome her. She's coming from LaPorte, so make Pasadena proud and be her first person that you greet and tell her how glad you are she's here. Next is Thomas Mancha. Thomas has been named Board Certified Behavior Analyst for the Special Education Department. Congratulations, Thomas. You have family with you? Very good. Congratulations. Next, we're going to be naming the Director of Student Information Systems in the Technology Department, and it goes to Wayne Mertz. With you?
Beautiful.
Oh. Congratulations. And this is last but not least, and I don't think many of you really care about this, so you could leave if you want to. Just teasing. Jessica McCoy, please stand up. For those of you that did not already guess, Jessica has been named principal at the Dr. Kirk Lewis Career and Technology High School. Congratulations, Jessica, and I'm sure you brought family with you.
First, I would like to thank Dr. Powell.
And that's the end of the personnel pages.
Thank you. I almost want Steve to introduce you because we need to hear his voice one more time.
We're keeping him on the ADA.
I like it. Perfect. Now, you don't have to stay here. You can slip out. We would love you to stay, but you can go.
All right.
Gone.
Out.
Yeah.
Peace out. So I called Jessica. She didn't answer. And so when she called back, I said, no, I called. You didn't answer. I don't give the job when you don't answer.
Yeah, no takesies. That's good.
A lot of my friends, with a couple of my friends' older brothers.
FaceTime. I said, yeah, that's true. On Memorial Day,
Oh,
you've
that-
been in your bathing suit. That was a slip of the finger. So.
A few more seconds and we'll get back to business.
Okay, so remember. Kevin.
Thanks, Kevin. Okay, moving on. Consideration and possible approval of superintendent evaluation and related actions.
So move.
Motion by Ms. Morgan. Second by Mr. Marshall. Kendrick, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Consideration possible approval of amendment to superintendent's contract and related actions.
So move.
Motion by Ms. Morgan, second by Ms. Sullivan. Are there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Consideration possible approval of additional personnel reorganizations, and reclassifications for the 2023-2024 school year.
So move.
Second.
Motion by Ms. Morgan, second by Mr. Fernandez. Any discussion?
So board members, as you know, as we're going through the budget process, anywhere we can see a savings as people leave through attrition, we're trying to bring those to you. As we still are bringing you budget workshops, which we'll bring to you on June 11th. You'll see these changes as you approve them being reflected in those updates.
Any other discussion?
I also want to say that the final page of this, the retirements accepted and approved by Dr. Powell for this particular board meeting, there are 232 years of educational experience involved in this, and we thank each and every person who has been involved both in Pasadena and other districts for the difference that they make in a child's life.
Absolutely.
Is there any other discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Certified personnel is for informational only. Support personnel for the 2023-2024 school year, also for information only. Educational section. Social and emotional spotlight.
We've got a team of experts coming up. You've got your handout at your spot with Erica, Amani, Karen, Brandy, and Robin being our experts. So we'll let them take it away once they're ready.
Good evening, Dr. Powell, board members. Thank you for allowing us the opportunity to spotlight some of the supports that we offer for across our district. So here tonight, my name is Erica Chapa. I serve as the director over Section 504, Intervention and Dyslexia for our district. Bill was our behavior coordinator, Karen McCarty, our director of counseling and readiness, Brandy Collins, our AVID specialist, and not with us today because her daughter's graduating, but she's here in spirit, Robin Harold, who is our counselor coordinator. And so together, we serve as the leaders in providing interventions for our students across the board, thinking about the whole child. And so I know you guys have seen this before, but this is really what frames the work of this team and our teams that work with us as well. So when we think about our pyramid of interventions, our multi-tiered system of support, know that there's two different sides, right? Aside from there being tier 1, all students, tier 2, some students will need these supports, and then tier 3, this student needs this specific support. There's also two different sides of that we work with. On the right side of it, we work with teacher teams and helping them support students in the classroom. And on the left side of the pyramid, we're looking at our full-wide leadership teams, whether it's the leadership team for the campus, the positive support for the campus, or the intervention teams, which includes So today, what we're going to do is kind of walk you through the different supports that we have available to our students and to our campuses as they are identifying students in need of additional. So I will dig into some academic supports for you. Here is my amazing team. We have Stephanie Tejas, who serves as our literacy and instructional specialist for intervention, K-12, Janet Nezzi, our mathematics intervention specialist, K-12, and Mary Darlene McCorby, who is serving also as our intervention specialist, but also provides support for special education students and teachers on the gen ed side of it, right? And so when our students are in a gen ed classroom, she's helping us. Just giving you a glimpse of what we do. So one of the tools and supports that we offer to our campuses and our teachers is our frameworks. And so here you have our mathematics framework, which really outlines what the focus of every tier is and gives our campus personnel the supports and the links in order to support our students. And so through here, we're giving them screeners, diagnostic assessments, progress monitoring tools. We also give them learning progressions. And so the goal of our team is that our teachers and our campus personnel provide in-time interventions that are targeted and systematic. And so there's no guesswork, right? Here's the tool, assess the student, this is exactly what they need, here's the tool to intervene. So our goal is to provide them with as many tools in their toolbox as they can. So we have our framework for mathematics. And then just giving you a glimpse of last year when we did our spotlight, we talked to you about us having received a dyslexia grant. So we received about $300,000. I wanted you guys to see what we did. So we have 29 dyslexia teachers that are going through our NIHouse certification program. So they will be certified dyslexia specialists by the end of next year. We also had 54 elementary special education teachers receive training in our dyslexia program. So they are ready to support students. They've already started implementing. They now have a better grasp on dyslexia and how to support students. We had 40 elementary and secondary participants join us in a letters cohort, which really was a big aha for them. Our secondary teachers were learning about how the brain learns to read, how to better support those students, how to identify them when they have needs, really thinking about how to then we identify quicker and then close those gaps quicker. And our current dyslexia teachers who are already practitioners in our dyslexia program have received training in how to modify, how to just, lots of ways that we're. And then thinking forward, one other way in which we support our learners on the academic side is we know that some students do struggle, and so we end up referring them for a special education evaluation, but they don't always qualify, right? So what happens when they don't qualify? That's where our team jumps in, because we know that they struggle. So we come in and we help campuses and develop systematic and targeted intervention plans for them. And so one of the ways in which we're supporting this summer is what we call our Global Learner Series. And so we're really trying to get in gen ed teachers, administrators, special education teachers to understand when students don't qualify because they don't have a disability, they still need targeted supports. How do we do that in the gen ed setting? So we'll offer them 3 days of full day training to give them. So that's kind of the work of my team, thinking about the academic side, but we also know that students struggle, not just academics, and then also knowing that some of our kids are ready for an extension. Maybe they don't. And that's where Brandy's going to come in and talk to you guys about what we do for them there.
That's a question real quick.
Absolutely.
On that $300,000 grant, how long is that for?
Yeah.
And again,
It's not available yet, but last year it became available at the last minute right before school. Hoping that it will become available again.
Under College and Career Readiness, AVID stands for Advancement via Individual Determination. Our district supports 20 AVID campuses, 4 elementary, 3 middle, 4 intermediate, 3 comprehensive high schools, CTHS, and all early college high school students. The intent of our AVID College and Career Readiness framework is to provide educators, community members, parents, and students with a model to develop school-wide college and career readiness. Founded on relational capacity, that is the yellow portion of your triangle, the framework targets students' needs and what educators must do to meet those needs. With AVID-trained teachers, students are provided academic rigor and essential skills necessary to design their own futures. As an example of this important work, this year, we had 5 CTHS students that were the first ever to complete 4 consecutive years of the AVID elective while balancing their full core and CTE pathway schedules. That's hard to do. And so that is an amazing accomplishment. All of them, I just looked up and one of them is back there, Fatima. She was recognized. But yes, that's a very, very difficult to do, and we're very proud of them. And all of them have graduated and they were accepted into the college of their choice. So we want to thank the board for supporting our AVID system interventions.
Okay, so good evening. My name is Amani Khalil. I serve as the district behavior coordinator, and I really am blessed to work with such wonderful educators, and the depth of supports that we have for behavior is something that I have consolidated, but we are very fortunate to have the level of supports that we do. And so this is a picture of our team. Our team is composed of myself, the coordinator, as well as 7 behavior specialists and 7 behavior paras. We serve all Pasadena schools, grades pre-K through 12. We're a multidisciplinary team, meaning we come from various backgrounds. We have different experiences as well as different educational backgrounds. And this serves as a tremendous support for our team. What that means is we can handle complex cases because we lean on the different multidisciplinary approaches that we have. So for example, me, I'm a former teacher. I'm a certified teacher 4 through 8. I'm also a certified school counselor pre-K through 12, and I'm also a licensed professional counselor. And so each of our team brings in different skills. And the student support and the trainings we offer would be considered specialized as well as differentiated. And so we're very fortunate to have that. This is a behavior iceberg. If you've ever attended one of our trainings, most likely this iceberg is going to show up because it's just a wonderful visual that helps you understand some of what we do. And the ways that we offer prevention, as well as coaching, as well as increased awareness. And so what we see is the tip of the iceberg. That's often the behavior, that annoying, irritating, disruptive behavior that we wish would just stop. And we can expend a lot of energy and resources addressing that unwanted behavior. But identifying what's under the surface helps us address the needs and oftentimes offers more long-term change as well as a solution that is beneficial for both the educator, the student, and the family. And so we can put prevention measures or structures in place to help address those needs before they rise to the surface as an unwanted behavior. And so I'd like to offer an example. When teachers have classroom jobs, then we can shift from a feeling of helplessness to a feeling of value. So if you look under that iceberg, you see there that sometimes students come in not knowing their purpose. And a simple structure such as a teacher having classroom jobs might help them have that sense of belonging at school. We can also help coach educators to get curious about the underlying needs and increase awareness of these internal states and approaches that minimize triggering students into that unwanted behavior and help them feel supported and soothe them into more cooperative state. We're also very fortunate to have so many tools and resources, and so you see this wraparound support. This is not something that we take for granted. This is not available in other districts. This is something that is very outstanding and something I'm very proud of that our district has, and I cannot thank you enough for this. But we can address the needs of the whole child from the campus to across the district. And so starting at the campus level, we have our counselors and our amazing campus leaders and instructional coaches, and extending to the district level with our team, the behavior response team, as well as district social workers, threat assessment specialists. Erica talked about her team. There's just so much that we can pull on to support the needs of a student. So getting a little specific into what our team does, we do receive directly from the campus. That's one of the ways we offer direct student support. So here's a typical pathway of how we might offer support. So one is that we receive a referral from the campus. We can receive that referral for various reasons, and I'll give you some examples following this. Once we receive the referral, then we start responding to that. We gather information, we meet with people, We look at records to see what is going on. We start connecting the dots. Then we respond by meeting with the teachers, classroom, doing some observations. Then we develop a plan and offer some type of monitoring or closure or continued support. Here's an example of a student that might be referred to us for school. So school behavior might fall under anything that is unsafe or disruptive. This is mostly elementary age are referred to us for this. We typically respond by conducting classroom observations, meeting with the teacher. We oftentimes develop a behavior intervention plan and a safety plan, and this is where those 7 behavior paras that I talked about, this is where they come into play. They might work directly with that student in the classroom to coach them on some better skills. And again, this is something that's very unique to our district, that we have behavior that don't have specialized services, and it's quite powerful. We also collect data and monitor, which might include a recommendation for an evaluation for special education. And oftentimes we are able to bring that case to a close. One is that they've reduced that targeted behavior. We've given them some better coping skills, or oftentimes if they had some type of disability, then they qualify and receive specialized services. You might also receive a referral for a mental health need. Oftentimes the referral is due to an intense mental health need that impedes their ability to function in school. It might come in the form of unable to attend classes, unable to connect with their peers, being triggered at school because of some type of trauma. This is mostly occurring in our secondary schools, but I will share that we are starting to see this at the elementary level as well. Typically, the behavior specialist starts gathering information, working with mental health providers. This involves a lot of collaboration. We might have to work with our social workers to provide some wraparound services for them. As we develop a plan, one thing that differentiates some of the secondary cases is we work a lot with the student. We want to include them as part of the plan. What are they willing to do? What new skills do they want to acquire? And how can we offer some adjustments at school so that they can function better. Lastly, a school safety referral. When we have students that are identified as being unsafe at school, they've engaged in any type of threatening behavior, we work directly with the district threat assessment specialist as well as the campus leadership team to determine how we can provide supports to keep that student safe. Oftentimes, associated with that is some type of mental health need or family trauma. And so we work to provide wraparound supports to minimize the safety issue, work on restoration and repairing some of that harm. Some of the many positive outcomes that we have, one is that we provide prevention and intervention plans that minimize the need for specialized services. We also help improve behavior intervention systems at school. This oftentimes comes in the form of training, coaching. We also help reduce discipline. We have a lot of students that we work with that their discipline incidents or any type of specialized services. I want you to think of those needs under the more we can identify what's that root cause, you see long-lasting change because they feel like, wow, someone helped me. It wasn't just addressing, hey, quit tapping your pencil or talking out. They actually got to the root cause of what's been going on. That behavior is just that call for help. And ultimately, a student or a teacher gains a new skill. So we're very thankful for this time today and thankful for the supports that you allow us here in the district.
Thank you.
Thank you for giving us this time. This is actually so thank you for allowing us what feels like representing Robin Harold tonight. So she gave me some notes, and pardon me if I do kind of read through those
And you're fired.
because
I sent Troy out of the room.
We do have social work. Priscilla Gutierrez. They come from local. The referrals to social work. They have multiple collaborations with in-district departments and outside community partners. One of the big things that they do as resources and update the community resource guide. So far, over 1,000 students and families have been served, which that surpasses our 77 families were connected to financial assistance, medical and psychological support, platform that connects families in need. 111 families were assisted, able to shop for home and personal items that the families would need. Also host some events through a partnership with Community Health Network that allows us to provide assistance. Allowing us to support our students in this way, both academically are the tip of the iceberg also, because there's a lot.
You can. Special Education Spotlight, Miss Michelle LeBlue. Bring it.
Okay, it's almost time to go to bed.
You're terrible.
Thank you. First of all, I'd like to say thank you to Dr. Powell, President Thielen, Board of Trustees, our guests. We're going to take just a small opportunity tonight to brag a little bit about the wonderful things that do for our students. One of our special education a hard-working, dedicated team. So I would like to share a few things, and we'll start with some longitudinal data. First thing we'll talk about real quickly is about the enrollment of our students that receive special ed services, types of programs that we serve that impacts the students that we serve, and then some of our students who our students post-COVID really have some the social emotional. So while we know that the enrollment in PISD, the total enrollment, seen a small decrease, the total special ed enrollment has steadily increased. And so the percentage, we finally hit the 50 mark this year. So like in 1920, we were at I think an 11%-ish range. And so this year we crossed that 15% mark. So what does that mean for me? Guys, this has been some real hard work, as our team was just talking about. When we are not able to meet those needs through MTSS, they need to have an eligibility, that criteria to be started under special those students that we're talking about. So our evaluators, our service providers, and then are the ones who are seeing the big increase. So while we have fantastic staff, it does take a lot of next thing we talk about is our numbers by program. So what we will see is 20 as it steadily goes up. However, it does stay constant in that our support facilitation, which is the model that we are very proud of, which is classroom with their non-disabled peers, and that is our the largest number. That goes hand in hand. Like the next thing we want to talk about is our primary disability. And again, what it is pretty constant. Our largest number of students qualify as students with a learning disability. The second is autism. The third has gone back and forth between speech and intellectual disabilities. And I'm going to tell you that the last slide showed that our goal is really high for our districts. And I will tell you that when we have students that transfer in, the parents are very quick to let us know. They have researched our district and they are here services that we provide to our students that are in our able classrooms. So, like Amanda and I were talking about, our students now have the needs are so great that we are not able to take care of those needs here. So some of our students we do have by contracting with so here we have the five programs that we have: ABS East, West, Avondale, and and Shiloh. And so the good thing about that is that our numbers, as you see, have gone up in some places, but for the most part, they have not. Our total number of students in 19, of course, it went down for a few years, 17, 16, in those COVID-ish years, and then currently this year, we had 21 students that we were not able to provide those services to in our district. Make sure that they are doing up to our height. We're really proud when they built this beautiful building. We had our administrators in special ed were planned. However, we were given the opportunity for our team to join some of our other members that are at the CLC back behind Beverly Hills. Thank you. Behind Beverly Hills. And so we moved 28 of our staff members from Cherry Brook over to Cognitive Learning Center, and we created 60 workstations. But all of that we were able to do so that all 110 of our special will be proud to know that all of the furniture and the decorations, we admin building, and we're very proud to call it our own. But it is finally a place for So we're also proud that we applied for the SSA grant. It's 2 years in a row. Last one was for $2 million. This one was for $552,000. But we're really, really proud because we're able to continue work that we started with the previous grant. This one extended to age 22, so we were able to go up some grade levels, as well as we are super proud that we are serving some of those students in the classroom, and so we are able to take that training into classrooms to help those teachers work with our students that qualify on the autism spectrum. We are super proud that we are able to provide some training outreach to our families that are deaf and hard of hearing, students that qualify for our services and are served through the RDSPD. And so we have training nights. We also have together and do family outings, grow that network in the community so that they partner up with when they We also partner with TSBVI, which is the blind and visually impaired, and we're doing a quality program. It's like a program review for continued improvement. We want to make sure that we are developing procedures that work well for the improvement of our students. Next one, you're going to see some of our athletes. We are super proud. Our adaptive PE teachers have partnered with the ROTC of Sam Rayburn, and we provide this opportunity for our students to come out and show off their skills. We partnered with the robotics clubs, and they were able to adapt some of the equipment so that our students that have a lower range of motion are able to. We participated in the Read Across America for some of our students. We went to some of the classes that had both gen ed and special ed students. We were able to share that opportunity with them. This is one of those things that we love to highlight at the end of each year. For our adult transition services students, that this ceremony serves twofold. One is for our students who are graduating and going on to become productive citizens of Pasadena. So then it also serves as a ceremony for our business partners who provide a training opportunity for our students to practice in their work location. I want to announce too, I'm really proud that one of our business partners, Heineke, hired one of our students who was practicing at their location here, and one of our students was accepted into the HCC program. Proud.
Wonderful.
We're proud. We had two of our members present at the state law conference, Deborah Scampico and Dee Dee Ramos, and they presented to a full house at the end of the day, and they did not even leave. They stayed until the very end. We're super proud. We have 3 of our special ed staff members that were selected as staff of the year. We have Jill O'Keefe, who is one of our speech pathologists, who was the SLP of the year. Gloria Duran was our evaluator of the year. And Sarah Rodriguez, one of our OTs, was one of our service providers of the year. We had the opportunity to invite some of our ASCD's principals G-Case Law Conference with us, and it's wonderful where we learn the most recent case law. We have our very own Mr. David Hodgins, who is always the biggest hit. He ends the show with a song and dance that you just have to see one day.
How about right now?
We don't have time, Mr. President, but thank you very much.
We can make
You may
time.
proceed, Madam Woman.
So the very last thing I want to talk about is something we are extremely proud of. We've known for the last 4 years that we were going to have a cyclical audit this past year from CPA. And guys, I'm going to tell you, this was some really hard work on behalf of the campus, the team, and they really rocked it. This audit was comprised of 2 parts. One was a desk audit for compliance. The other was a stakeholder survey. The desk audit, we were 100% compliance, which means that we had no corrective action.
Fantastic.
I'm super proud of that. And the second was a stakeholder survey. And guys, I'm going to tell you that so we had one of the best stakeholder surveys that the state has seen. We had our general education responses was the highest in all 3 categories of understanding, engagement, and competency in services. Our parents survey was above 70% the mark, and it's usually around 30. So we are super, super proud of our staff, our families, our students. Most of all, we just want to thank you for your support. We know that special education is a big department. It's really tough. Our students have a lot of needs, but
Anybody? Questions, board members?
So I
Superintendent?
do a quick question. I'd like for you to tell, just for people who don't know, what is the state average on special education in school districts?
yeah, so it was about 8% a few years ago, and the state of Texas was put on the corrective action. And so now the state average is around 10.
Yeah.
Everyone has really been.
And I'm just obviously super proud of everyone in that department, and because I know that we're working really hard. Just the average that obviously it's a lot higher, but also that people, teachers, educators are noticing things in our students that maybe somebody else missed. And so, great job to your team, and also to our intervention team. Thank you so much for everything you do. I know it's hard work, but it's good work. It's the Lord's work. So thank you so much.
Anybody
Unbelievable
else?
job.
Thank you. Okay, consideration possible adoption of board resolution declaring an emergency and authorizing employee compensation and purchases due to inclement weather on May 16th, 2024.
So, second.
Motion by Mr. Kendrick, second by Ms. Morgan. I was going to get it out in a second. Any discussion? May 16th on here.
That does not match the book.
Mine says the 16th, the book says 17th.
It is 17th.
Yeah, the book says 17th. The agenda item
I
says
can read
the
it again
16th.
with the 17th. Hang on.
It definitely was the 17th. It was my daughter's birthday.
Yes. It was the 17th.
Consideration possible adoption of board resolution declaring an emergency and authorizing employee compensation and purchases due to inclement weather on May 17th, 2024.
Are we good now?
Motion by Mr. Kendrick, second by Ms. Morgan. Is there any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. That's all right.
Good catch.
Consideration possible approval of the state-approved innovative courses, Principles of Maritime Science 1, and Maritime Science 2 for the 2024-2025 to be offered at the Lewis Career and Technical High School.
So moved. Second.
Motion by Ms. Sullivan, second by Ms. Morgan. Any discussion?
No.
Mr. Kendrick.
This over and additional to what we've been teaching already in maritime.
Tanya's coming forward.
put on the hot spot.
So it basically falls in line with what we have been doing. We have just been running these courses through a different program of study. We've been running them through transportation.
Yeah.
So now it will be more targeted to maritime and logistics. And the reason that we haven't done this in the past really goes, it boils down to an alignment. The state did not have one, and we felt like that was a disservice for our students to not have that opportunity to earn that
Absolutely.
and earn their CCR credential for that. So TEA just did a realignment on this program of study, and they added that certification. So we felt like this was the time to do it. We have the support of our industry partners. They really want this for our district. And obviously, I know Captain Gray was here today.
He's here.
He's here. But Captain Gray is definitely in support of this decision as well.
Good. Sounds good. Thank you.
Who brought this to the state?
If there was not an aligned certification, I did. I happen to know the CTE director for the state really well. She
Nice.
used to be one of our district employees. So.
I set you up for that.
I
I'm
know you
sorry.
did. Thank you, Kenny.
Ms. Sullivan.
Good for you.
Any other questions?
I do. So have we not had a maritime program?
We have. We've had the maritime program even before Lewis Career and Technical High School existed. We had it at the LP Card Center. However, we have just been running those courses through the transportation and logistics program of study instead of going with this regional program of study. So really, what Captain Gray has been teaching in these classes is not going to change much. It just allows us to have those students earn CCMR for obtaining that certification.
Great. That's what I wanted to make sure. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Consideration possible approval authorizing Pasadena ISD Career and Technical Education to enter into a memorandum of understanding with Construction and Maintenance Education Foundation, CMEF, for the purpose of providing NCCER craft training to students.
So move.
Motion by Ms. Sullivan, second by Ms. Davila. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Consideration possible approval of general waivers from the Texas Virtual School Network course review process for Pasadena virtual school courses.
So move.
Motion by Ms. Morgan, second by Ms. Sullivan. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Consideration possible approval of partnership agreement between Pasadena ISD and Houston Methodist.
So move.
Second.
Motion by Ms. Morgan, second by Ms. Sullivan. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Consideration and possible approval of the application for TEA missed instructional day waivers for all campuses.
So move.
Motion,
Second.
one more time. Ms. Morgan? That was a lot. Second by Ms. Sullivan. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Consideration possible approval for the Pasadena High School drill team to travel to Florida February the 15th through the 18th, 2025, to attend a Disney Imagination Campus Workshop at Disney World.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Fernandez, second by Ms. Morgan. Any discussion?
Lovely directors are here as well from PHS.
Perfect.
They're here to judge someone. Mr. Hodgins.
Miscellaneous, we're gonna deal with that.
I'm sorry, next item, Mr. President.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
I was the Eagle escort, so I'm
Still
a
up.
little sad that you didn't ask for me to.
He can sing and she can dance.
Okay.
Train.
There you go. Student achievements is for information only.
Thank you.
Moving on to the financial section. Consideration and possible approval of budget amendments for April 2024.
I move we approve the budget amendments.
Second.
Morgan, Second by Ms. Sullivan. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Consideration and possible approval of interlocal contract with Houston ISD School Health and Related Services, SHARS, for the 2025-2028 school year.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Fernandez, second by Ms. Morgan. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Consideration possible renewal of CSP number 20P-041DG for property, boiler, and machinery, educators' legal liability, builder's risk, and crisis management in the amount of $12,682,237.
So move.
Motion by Mr. Fernandez.
Nope.
Nope. Mr. Marshall. Kendrick. I'll get it. Second by Ms. Morgan. Any discussion? I know we have
Our
people here.
consultant, Joe Blasi from McGriff, and Roger Montemayor from Gallagher.
It's nice to see that it's down a little bit.
We'll take it. A little bit.
Yes, thank you.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries. Thank y'all. Consideration and possible approval of renewal for automotive, inland marine, student excess medical, automotive, flood, musical instruments, student travel, accident, vocational interns, accident, crime, general liability, law enforcement, liability, surety bonds, and storage tank insurance programs for the 2024-2025 for $1,416,472.
So move.
Motion by Ms. Morgan,
Second.
second by Ms. Sullivan.
I have one question, Dr. Powell.
Ms. Sullivan, go ahead.
Is the storage tanks over the transportation department?
Great question. They are the storage tanks at the old transportation? That's correct.
And with the construction, is there going to be changes? The above ground. Do we have to do anything with those that are below ground? Not now.
He was trying to avoid the mic. You tried.
Dr.
You
McCarley.
failed.
Dr. McCarley.
He's got OSHA front.
And then we don't have to worry about them anymore. Thank you.
Kevin. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Consideration and possible approval of a resolution concerning PISD FICA FICA Alternate Services 457B Plan, Voluntary 457B Plan, and 403B Plan.
So move.
Motion by Ms. Morgan,
Second.
second by Ms. Sullivan. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Consideration possible approval of an order authorizing the replacement of the Bank of New York Mellon Trust Company, N.A., as paying agent, registrar, and calculation agent for certain of the Pasadena Independent School District's bonds, authorizing the appointment of BOKF, N.A., as paying agent, registrar, and calculation agent for the certain bonds, authorizing the execution and delivery of paying agent, registrar agreements, and calculation agent agreement with BOKF, NA, and other matters related thereto.
So move.
Second.
Motion by Ms. Morgan, second by Ms. Sullivan. I know we have representatives.
Yes, John Roebuck is here with Bach Financial, and Tanya Fisher and Rick Whitty are here with Jackson Walker.
Questions?
Always changing.
You're talking about Jackson Walker? What are you saying?
We're moving from,
They're asking about why are we selling? Saving some money, I'm hoping?
No,
It's usually
because
that,
of moving the operations to India.
He'll answer your question.
I like it.
Thank you.
Any other questions or discussion?
Thank you for moving it.
I like saving money. That sounds
Absolutely,
good.
absolutely. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Consideration possible approval of an order authorizing the conversion of the Pasadena Independent School District variable rate unlimited tax school building bonds, Series 2015B, to a new rate period, authorizing a pricing officer to take certain actions related to such conversions, authorizing the preparation of a remarketing memorandum, and enacting other provisions related thereto.
So move.
Motion by Ms.
Second.
Morgan, second by Ms. Sullivan. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Operations section. Consideration possible approval of the sale of 10.115 acres of surplus real estate property located at 9129 North Broadway Street, Houston, Texas, to HCI DP Land Acquisition LLC in the amount of $3,084,266.
So move.
Motion by Mr. Kendrick,
Second.
second by Ms. Morgan. Any discussion?
I think it's a wonderful deal.
Me too, big time. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Consideration and possible approval of allowance expenditure authorization, AEA number A004, for the 2017 Bond Transportation Center Replacement Project in the credit amount of $5,900.
So move.
Motion by Ms. Morgan,
Second.
second by Ms. Sullivan. Any discussion? We will take the credit. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Consideration possible approval of allowance expenditure authorization, AEA number A005, for the 2017 Bond Transportation Center Replacement Project in the amount of $88,087.
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Sullivan,
Second.
second by Mr. Fernandez. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Consideration possible approval of allowance expenditure authorization, AEA number A006, for the 2017 Bond Transportation Center Replacement Project in the amount of $144,000.
So move.
Motion by Ms. Morgan,
Second.
second by Ms. Sullivan. Go ahead, Ms. Sullivan.
When they did the original soil sample, did they not discover that there was large amounts of clay there? Well, it looks like they're really making progress over there. It's looking good.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Consideration possible approval of allowance expenditure authorization, AEA number B001, for the 2017 Bond Transportation Center Replacement Project in the amount of $249,250.
So move.
Motion by Ms. Morgan, second by Ms. Sullivan. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Consideration possible approval of change order number 01 for the 2022 bond plumbing upgrades, Group 1, Package 1, project in the amount of $102,436.
So move.
Motion by Ms. Morgan, second by Ms. Sullivan. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Consideration possible approval of change order number 001 for the 2022 bond synthetic turf at McGuire Field project in the amount of $64,250.
Move.
Second.
Motion by Ms. Morgan, second by Mr. Fernandez. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Miscellaneous section. District Intruder Detection Audit Report is for information only. Moving on. Consideration possible approval of dedicating and naming the Veterans Memorial Stadium press box in honor of Mr. Robert Avery in the amount of not to exceed $1,800.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Kendrick,
Second.
second by Ms. Morgan. Any discussion?
I think it's a wonderful idea. He's represented this school district at the highest level possible for
We have
so many years.
Family,
Families
Mr.
here.
Mr. Avery.
So we had reached out to Heather Mays. Thank you for coming. Do you want to introduce family that's here with you? Wonderful. Well, thank you for coming. I know others are out of town and couldn't be here this evening, and thank you for being here on such short notice. Appreciate that so much. And we'll do something in the fall at football season to commemorate and unveil the naming of the facility. So it'll be an exciting time, and we'll give you plenty of advance notice for that event. I promise you that.
Thank you. Talking to the board, this was a no-brainer, and emphatically an absolute yes. So we look forward to it. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for being here.
Any other discussion?
I just want to say, I think everybody that has gone through PISD or played sports or athletics in Pasadena has a Robert Avery story or Robert Avery sighting. He was the man, the myth, the legend, and it was an absolute honor to get to know him. Pretty neat. I'm glad that we get this opportunity.
Well said.
And it was not just the schools, it was the little leagues, the Pee-wee leagues, every kind of sports event in Pasadena. He was on top of it and brought it forward in the paper.
Yes,
We're
ma'am.
sorry for your loss, but he definitely had an impact on this community.
Thank you. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Move on to the public comments.
There's
According
no
to-
public comment tonight, Mr.
There are no public
President.
comments. I was getting to that. Thanks. We're going to set the date for the next regular meeting suggested Tuesday, June 25th, 2024.
So move.
Motion by Ms. Morgan.
Morgan?
Yeah. Seconded by Ms. Gonzalez. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries, and we stand adjourned at 8:34 PM.